Well, one of my next projects is to build what I call a side shed, basically a garage for my lawnmower. So what I plan on doing is building a little side extension here, and I don't know if you can see the blue line there, but the shape of the extension is going to follow that blue line and up to that nail right there, and it's going to come down to that other nail and straight down. And I'm going to extend it out probably about 2 or 3 feet, just large enough to park my lawnmower in there. Because right now, when I had this shed built, it's kind of changed in its purpose. It's actually serving as a shop, and really don't have room for my lawnmower in there. And when I'm working out there, it gets in the way. So probably what I'm thinking I'm going to do is attach a 2x6 on that steel beam that's going across there, and it's going to be about 7 feet, 6 or 7 feet, I'm guessing. And then I'll kind of box it in and extend it out about 2 feet. Okay, so the first step is I'm going to attach this, I guess what I'll call a ledger board, against that steel stud, and then I'll box in the floor joists. And I'm going to use these tech screws, and they're designed to, they're self-drilling screws to go from wood to metal. And this is kind of what they look like. They're self-tapping on the end, almost like a drill bit. And I hear they work pretty good. A Phillips head, I wish they were Torx, but that's alright. We'll give this a shot. One more. There, that's a good start. Well, I went ahead and built the framing for the floor joists, and gives you an idea the footprint of the side shed. So what I'm going to do is find a way to support the very end, maybe 2 blocks, or I might even just pour some concrete footings with a 4x4 going across the front. I'm not so sure how strong that steel stud is. It's kind of sheet metal, formed into a 2x6 basically. So I might put a couple of blocks in the back as well. But then I'll put a flooring down and then frame it in. Looking good. Okay, so what I really got to do is kind of like spread out a level ground here. This gravel goes down about, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so looking good. It's probably deep enough. I dug quite a bit of this yesterday. I forgot. So what I'm going to do is put some concrete in there like I'm doing a fence post, and then this, of course, will be upside down, and I'll be able to raise it to the proper level. There's a makeshift sawhorse. It does work though. Very straight cut. Nice. Okay, I pretty much got it ready to level up and pour some cement. And what I've done is attach the framework basically to that ledger board that is already attached to the steel framing. And what I'm going to do is kind of level it up. I'm going to put blocks underneath that 4x4 and raise it up so that the floor joists are resting on that beam. And then I'm going to pour the concrete in the post holes. And I'll be ready to put the flooring on. So I'm pretty much ready to set the concrete. And I've dug 2 holes. They're going to support this 4x4 beam. And you can see that I got some 4x4 brackets that are designed to go into post holes. And that's going to support the weight of the side shed. I also blocked it up in a couple places, just support extra weight, because I'm not sure how strong that steel beam is there. That's the beam that I have the ledger board attached to. And then basically I built a framework for the floor joists. I just boxed it in, and I attached the box to that ledger board, and I pretty much have it leveled up. I shimmed underneath the 4x4 on both sides so that it's level, and then I'm going to pour the concrete, and I'll remove the shims, and kind of all this area here is pretty deep with gravel, so I'm not going to have any standing water, that's for sure. And then I'll start building the floor. One thing I want to do is put a little gravel on the bottom of that. Do this to remove any voids, any air pockets. Okay, that one's done. I'll let that one dry. Okay, so this one has a real good dome on it. I don't know why I do that, but this one here I laid pretty flat because, so I wanted it suspended, so I made that flat. Okay, so I've done all the fastening and prepping. Now we're ready to put the deck down. And I've pre-cut this to the exact size. And it's a piece of 3/4 inch plywood. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to mark the back wall. Okay, the deck is done. The deck is done.